My name is Eileen Giardino, and I'm here today to talk to you about reciprocal teaching in the music classroom. Reciprocal teaching is an instructional activity that takes place in the form of dialogue and discussion between teachers and students. There are 4 parts to reciprocal teaching. They are summarizing, predicting, questioning, and clarifying. Please watch the following clip to watch students summarize content that was covered in a previous class.
Right? Yes? Everyone say yes.
Put up some video clips and you can just pick one from there. Does someone have the same video?
It's alright if people have the same video, because they're not going to have the same music. That's the important part. So, as you notice, we have these videos, and as I kind of told you yesterday, what we're going to do is we're going to extract the music that's already on these videos and create our own music for these videos. So, how does this relate to what we've been talking about the past couple days?
So what elements that we've been talking about could you incorporate into your compositions on Mixcraft?
Go ahead. Different tempos. What else?
Different speeds.
Different speeds, tempo, speed, the same thing. But good. Dynamics. Very good. Anything else? Other big words that we learned the past couple days? Instrumentation. Chase. Instrumentation. Can you think of anything else?
Is the dynamics for the P and the F?
Yes.
The
P and F, yes. But do you remember the dot and the line? Staccato and legato.
The different colors of instruments. Does anybody remember? Close. Can I have another guess? It was timbre. The olive is right. Colors. That's it.
What do you think would be a blue color? Yeah, there we go. Saxophone. I like that. What about you? What do you think? Blues feeling. What about yellow? A bright yellow. Kind of like her yellowish. Yeah, there we go. What do you think, Chase? Trombone. A brassy feeling, right?
Okay. Very interesting. So, what else did we talk about yesterday that you can incorporate into your composition? So, genres. There you go. So, I know you've all seen action movies with explosions.
So we, the past couple of days, we've been relating this to movies, and we've been talking about how certain things give off a certain emotion or feeling. Scary. So the music has to be scary. What are some techniques you can use to make it scary?
Short and loud beats.
Short and loud beats. Yeah, there we go. What else? Does anyone have any other ideas? Go ahead. Say that one more time. Like, what about musically wise? I like where you're going at, but how can you add color musically? What's another thing up there? It's also up there. Third one down. Instrumentation. Remember how we were talking about violins, how they have that certain feeling and sound, and pianos, how they give off a completely different feeling, and then trumpets like have that royalty feeling. Like instrumentation is something with color. If you want like a red color, you might want like a darker, deeper instrument, something that says red.
There was a term you all learned yesterday. Just car chase scenes and whatnot. So what kind of music happens during those? What kind of genres? Right, it's up-tempo. So maybe it's sometimes it's more of a heavy metal theme, or sometimes it's secret agent music that's kind of, I don't know, it makes me think of Michael Bublé. You know who Michael Bublé is? No. I don't know. Okay, never mind. But it's like that kind of music.
Oh.
Sort of.
Isn't that almost like techno-ish?
It could be also, so techno could be used in a scene like that.
Remember that hanging pitch that they had? What do we call that? A suspension. A lot of suspension. There's probably going to be moments where there's something in the video that something important is happening and we're kind of watching it and we don't know what's going to happen. That's a good moment for a suspension. So open up Mixcraft and start composing your tune towards your video.
In this clip, you can see that students are asked to identify important information and integrate this important information into what they are about to encounter.
So, as you notice, we have these videos, and as I kind of told you yesterday, what we're going to do is we're going to extract the music that's already on these videos and create our own music for these videos.
Questioning reinforces the summarizing section of the learning and carries the learner along one more step. In this particular activity, my team member, Dan Grayberg, and I asked students to apply the information into a musical scene.
Let's talk about the Jaws clip yesterday.
Kind of like in Jaws, how the sharks had that theme of da da da. It's very slow, kind of lethargic, and the audience knew that the shark was coming because that theme was coming.
The next section, called clarifying, is especially useful when it comes to dealing with students who have comprehension difficulties. This was seen especially in the part of the lesson that required my team member and I to give students directions on how to download videos from YouTube and convert the file, save the file, and put it onto their name accounts. After we had given them the instructions on how to perform this task so that they could have a video to work on, we asked students to restate the directions, and we went around the room and called on each student and asked them to just clarify anything that needed clarifying, essentially. When students are predicting, they are asked to activate the knowledge that they acquired somewhere else, which in this case was in the classroom, and think about it in the context of the situation that they were about to encounter, which in this case was composing their own music to a clip. In this next clip, you will see students being asked to activate the knowledge that they already possess and try and situate it into a particular scene of, for example, different characters within a scene.
I think another thing to think about, because we're composing to a clip, there are different characters in the clip. So there's oftentimes a good character and there's an evil character. So I think through your compositions, just by listening to it, we should be able to tell who is the good character and who is not. So how would you portray that in your composition? Would you have different tracks? Would you have one track per character, or what would you do? You want to compose it all? You would just leave it where it is. How would you make it interesting? How would you make someone want to watch it?
Oh, it's like an evil character, slower.
Okay. Slower. It can also be like a heavier kind of sound.
In conclusion, each of these strategies requires students to construct meaning from the material covered in class. Thanks for watching.